Okay, this is the second part of your note taking. It will take the rest of your three terms that you need to write down. Should be able to fit them all on the same page, hopefully. If not, just go to a different page. Again, write the same thing: term, definition, picture, and example. Just put your page into three, leaving most of the room in the definition and picture and example. So to continue on with your notes, you first, after your first term, which would be right underneath this one, right underneath plane. So you'll draw a line underneath plane, and your next term should be intersecting lines. Should all be on the same page. Just kind of split up the notes a little bit, just so to see if you understood halfway through, and went on from there. So this is intersecting lines, the next term, and that is lines that cross and have one point in common. So in this place you see line AB, or you could also say ACB, intersects line DE, or you could say DCE. You could also say line AB intersects line DE at point C. So the C is the point that they have in common, because that is where they intersect. There's no symbols that you can write to shorten it up. You actually have to use the word intersect. Again, draw a line right here underneath intersecting lines, and then draw the next term, which is perpendicular lines. Again, you should use a ruler so that your drawings look nice and straight and they're easy to read. This is perpendicular lines is your next one. Lines that intersect and form right angles. Let's see here. We should add something to this. They don't necessarily have to intersect, they could just be touching. So I could get rid of this FP here, it would still be lines that are perpendicular. MG, line MG with the symbol. Here used words. Remember, if you refer back to your notes up there, there are words you can use, line AB, or you can use the symbol that tells you that it says line AB. So this is line MG and this is the symbol for perpendicular. So two lines that are touching each other, straight up and down. MG is perpendicular to QP. That little box that's right here, this little half a box, that is what tells you it is a 90-degree angle for sure. If you see this symbol, that means it is a 90-degree angle. It won't always be there. Sometimes you just have to look at the picture and tell, or measure it yourself. This means 90-degree angle. I could also say that QF is perpendicular to MG. You could also say that PF is perpendicular to GM or MG. You could also say FG is perpendicular to QP. A lot of different combinations of perpendicular lines or line segments or rays in here. You could say ray FQ is perpendicular to line MG, and so on. You just go a lot of different combinations, you could say. But this symbol right here is what you need to know. Means perpendicular. Last term that you need to know is parallel lines. It's two lines that will never intersect. They will always be the same distance apart. So this is two lines that are parallel to each other. I have HM, line HM, and line TS. So line HM is parallel. Here's the symbol. This is two lines that are up and down like that mean parallel to line TS. But you notice they go on forever and they would never ever touch each other and would never intersect. They always stay the same distance apart from each other. If I were to have a ruler that was a mile long and put it on here, I would draw a straight line that would go on forever, but they would never touch each other or intersect. This makes it parallel. Again, remember that this symbol means parallel. And also remember that these symbols means that we're talking about a line, because there's two arrows at the end of it. That is the last of your notes for today. There's one more activity that I need you to do before you are done. I want you to do the following. Draw and label the following lines. Use symbols if possible. So line HN intersects line PQ at point B. So refer to your notes. This is line DE intersect, or you can say line AB intersects line DE at point C. So refer back to that when you do this one. Line HN intersects line PQ at point B. Line AB is perpendicular to line CD. Again, use a ruler to do this on a piece of paper. Perpendicular right here. MG is perpendicular to QP. Here's the perpendicular sign. Line NM is parallel to line VW. Refer to this for parallel lines. Just make sure you write it with the right letters. So you've done that, show Mr. Mattson, and you are finished with your notes for today. You may go on to the practice 15.1.